Goes by, time goes by, time goes by.
What's up, guys? Felix here, bringing you part 2 and my little girl problem story, whatever. And before I go into part 2, I want to go back to part 1 and elaborate a little bit for those people that didn't, get to watch part 1 or whatever. I didn't feel like I gave enough detail in the story a little bit, so I want to go back and give you guys some more information about that. So, going to the whole homecoming thing after Riley, which, by the way, here's a picture of her, asked me out to. The guy, this guy that I told you about that kind of effed everything up for me. His name was Cody, and this is one of those kids that he likes to how do I say it? He does everything over the top. I mean, he told everybody everything about him. He was one of those kids that smoked tobacco. Not smoked. You can't smoke tobacco. One of these kids that chewed tobacco. He smoked. He was like, he was ignorant. And he was ignorance. He was in that ignorance is bliss type of moment in his life. And I haven't talked to him about ever since the end of first semester. And I'm glad I haven't, because he was annoying as fuck. I hated that kid. But yeah, that kid that wanted to be the weird creepy douche and make Riley sort of flock to me because I wasn't being a weird creepy douche. Didn't really work out because the type of girl she is, she's attracted to people like that, and because in the way she's kind of weird. She's not a douche. She's the nicest girl in the world, but she's a little on the off side. Her with her short-term memory loss and everything. So I haven't talked about her in a while. I had to remember some stuff about her. But anyway, so yeah, that was the whole first date type of thing. And after the date was over, he walked back to their car with her because her friend Jaslyn, by the way, who thought was a pretty cool guy, just in case for those people that didn't go watch the first part, she thought was a pretty cool guy. And during middle of the date, I kind of got bummed out because she was hanging out with Cody more than I was, and it kind of showed because the look in my eyes and the way I was acting changed for a while. But she noticed it, and she was like, okay, wait, I'm going on a date with him, not this Cody motherfucker. So, yeah, I mean, you guys can really tell how much I hated that guy. But anyways, I mean, yeah, so she kind of got more attached to me, and then she learned how great of a guy I was and everything. So, in a way, the date went, pretty good. Didn't really come out. I wasn't, for some reason, I expected myself to get laid that night. I don't know why. I'm being honest with you guys. I don't know. I freaking shaved off my pubic hair. I know it's kind of weird, but who gives a fuck? I don't know why. I just had this really strong feeling I was gonna get laid, which I didn't, because she's not that type of girl. But I just had this really weird feeling I was. So after the whole date was over, and it was couple weeks after, I didn't talk. I think I talked to her for a few days after that date. For the most part, I didn't talk to her. And about a month later, come to find out, because at the time I was dealing with some other chick, so I really wasn't really focused on Riley. But turns out my first block, which is my first class or whatever, for those people that don't have block schedules, her sister sat right next to me, and her sister, her name is Alana, by the way. I don't have a picture of her, sorry, but she was so fucking hot. You guys don't understand how hot Alana was, and she was her sister. She had double D tits, and she always wore low cut tank tops and shit like that, but over a jacket. But I mean, the way she sat and everything, you could always because I was sitting next to her, I'm a tall dude, so therefore I could always look down in the corner of my eye and see into her bra. It was, man, I had a boner every single time I sat next to her. You guys don't understand how hot this girl was. And I wish I could find a picture of her. If I do, I will show it, but if I don't, whatever. But so about 2-3 months into me knowing her, she told me that, I told her about this girl that I liked and everything, because, as time went on, we became, she was a senior at the time, but, I mean, when you sit next to a senior and she sit next to you, you kind of become, pretty good friends. And I told her about this girl. She was like, really, what's her name? I was like, her name's Riley, and she's really short, really cute and everything. She was like, does she have pimples all over her face? And I was like, yeah. How'd you know? That's my sister, I think. What's her last name? Galgaya. She's like, that's my sister. I was like, are you serious? And, at the time, and Alana was part of a group of 4 girls, or 3 girls that were super hot in my class. Super slutty but not so slutty girls that pretend to be slutty. But one of them was a total bitch. But the other 2 were pretty cool. I talked to them. a lot, and they were like the three hot girls in my class that all the guys want to hang out with. Luckily, it was me, a buddy of mine, and someone else, some other faggot that didn't talk to me that much that was sitting near her, and we were probably three of the most good-looking guys out there. Although this is like back in the beginning of school, I was kind of immature and kind of a dumbass, so didn't really work out. In terms of like becoming real good friends with all the girls there, because some of them were just really mean, especially that one bitch. Her name was I forgot that one bitch's name. Darn, I have a problem remembering names today, guys. Sorry, but well, I can't remember her name. But anyways, so after finding out that she's her sister, she gave me some insight on how Riley is and how she acts around guys. And turns out Riley had this fear of guys, and I mean like fear, like she was scared. She wasn't scared of like their dicks or something like that. She just didn't like hanging around guys in general, what the hell, general, because that was just how she was, and she was using me to get over her fear of guys. And turns out one of my friends, to this day I seriously don't know, but someone referred Riley to me that day at lunch, and I seriously do not know to this day who it was, but whoever it was, I thank him from the bottom of my heart, because this girl changed my life in ways you guys will not understand. Well, I hope you guys will understand throughout the remainder of this video. So, after Alana telling me all this stuff about Riley, I kind of, was like, oh, okay. And then this is after that whole shit with that other girl was over. I was tired of her. I was done with her. It's like, really? Like, yeah. And then so happened to be that semester, she got moved into my lunch, and I seen her a couple times at lunch. I said hi to her, and she sat with me and my buddies, and they seemed to like her really, and they seemed to like her a lot, and I thought she was super cool. Although she always did say that she was a dork or something like that, and she's not. She's just this different. She's different, and that's what I like in a girl, guys. I like different women. I like different girls, because I don't like I said it before in the last video, I don't like the generic girl that is just bitchy. Because is it just me, or is like most teenage girls are bitchy, or they have some like weird type of normal thing about them? I fucking hate it. I really do. I'm not your normal guy, and I don't like normal girls. But anyways, she always say how she was like this weird type of girl, that she was really outgoing, and that's why she always said she was weird, because not anybody, like, there was not a single girl in that school that was like her that had so much energy. She was just a lively person. Like, whenever she walked into the room, she had this aura about her that was just amazing. It was just like joyful. She cheered me on one day. Actually, her and her sister. It was my grandmother's. It was the day of my grandmother's death about 2 years ago. And whenever on the day of my grandmother dies, which was on December 25th, I was getting into this really bad mood, and both of them cheered me up together, and it really helped me out and helped me get through the day and everything. I was seriously about to just skip school and like go smoke some shit or something like that, but they really helped me out. They told me like, hey, everyone dies, and they really helped me out through that day. So I mean, that's what really, that moment in time, that's what really turned me on to Riley. I know it seems kind of horny or like sexual, but I mean, really, that's what made me like, wow, this girl was amazing. So I mean, that's what really made me want to date her. So as time went by, after that day, we became really good friends. As time went by, I kind of developed this crush on her. And the bad thing is, I was in the friend zone. And you never want to be in the friend zone if you like a girl. And I think I waited too long. But the type of guy I am, I want to be really good friends with a girl before I date them, so that we have something to talk about. Because most high school relationships only last about a week or 2 weeks, just like middle school relationships, and it's so fucking stupid. Is it so bad that I want my first relationship to be a meaningful relationship where it's not some fake bullshit? I mean, if that's apparently stupid or ignorant or whatever you guys want to use for it, I'm sorry. That's just how I roll. I don't want some like meaningless relationship. I don't want my first relationship to be meaningless. I want to be with a girl that I know loves me for me. I want to feel like I can tell her anything, even at the age of 16. I really just. Is that so wrong with me, guys? Let me know in the comment section below if you think it is. But I mean, I don't think it is in my eyes. But anyways, after becoming really good friends for a while, I finally worked up the balls to ask her out. And this is like second semester, guys. We're rolling up on the end of the year here. I think it was like 5 months for the end of the year. And going back a little bit, I found out her sister Alana told me that they were in the military, and they were moving to Korea at the end of the year. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's what made me hesitate on asking her out, because I didn't want to start something that I knew wasn't going to last long, but at the same time I was like, I may never, because they are moving to Korea, guys, and they're going to be there for like the next 2 years. And I didn't want to start something that I knew I wasn't going to finish or was going to end prematurely. So I didn't, kind of like sex, penis joke. But anyways, I didn't want to start a relationship that I knew wouldn't like live out to its fullest, or how it wouldn't. We want to be on timeline pretty much. I didn't want a relationship that would be on timeline, because that's just like getting one of those fake bullshit relationships that only last a week. From the normal generic girls. So I finally worked up the balls actually, knowing that she was moving away in 3 weeks, and at the time, and when I asked her out, she was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go on a date with you." Her sister was like right there in front of the car, so I mean, whatever. But she didn't know, and she never really said anything about me asking her sister out on a date. And they live like right next to me, because they live on base, and I am like seriously like a 4 mile jog away from the base, and I go jogging, a lot. So yeah, but I got her this up. But pretty much. The next day at school, which was like, it was over the weekend, and I guess she had time to think about it. She was like, I'm moving to Korea, so she called it off, which was understandable, and that made our friendship really awkward and weird, if you can imagine. And I didn't really talk to her much after that. It was probably one of the worst mistakes I had, but I'm glad I got off my chest. I'm glad, that she knew about me liking her, and that was the main thing about it. But yes, now she's gone. I'm gonna finish this up, guys. I thought I had enough time in this, there's just 2 gameplays, but I guess I didn't. I'm gonna finish this up. There's not much left to it, guys. Just a little bit more elaboration on what I think about it, and where I am now in it. But hope you guys enjoyed 2 games. I don't remember the scores to. So yeah, shoot me in the head if you want. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. It's been Felix, and I'm out, guys. Peace out.